daughter is a liar. Anything she says to you, don't believe her.
One lie could ruin my whole life. These are some very powerful people.
I'm the kind of bitch that will send someone to your door.
Tyler Perry's The Oval, tomorrow at 9.
All right, Oval fans. Now, originally, I was on the fence about doing a trailer breakdown for this week's episode because after watching the preview, I'm like, this and Sisters, is there really much to talk about? Because for Sisters, instead of doing a trailer breakdown, I was probably just going to opt to do a video about will Andy represent Jasmine or not. And then with the Oval, I was literally about to record the video that I'm talking, in now about how is Barry going to get out of his current situation with Gale. And looking at the preview, it seems like the main focus of the episode, the main focus of the episode will be the allegations that Gale has put on Barry. And based off the dialogue, Victoria isn't having it. She automatically knows that her daughter is lying. Donald isn't taking this lightly, despite what Victoria is saying, hey, we need DNA. This is serious allegations. We need to figure this out. Richard is vouching for his son. And yeah, Barry's in a bad position. No pun intended. Now, all I'm saying is this. I know in the last episode, Gale came home drunk, wanted Barry to take her up to her room and everything. And my thing is this. Now, Barry seems like a good kid. I was about to say kid, but I think I said kid. But I'm like, no. He doesn't seem like a kid. He definitely seems like he's in his, I want to say maybe early 20s or so. Like, I don't know the character ages. Please don't debate me. If you know him, please let me know, because I haven't done that much research yet. Well, by that I mean we haven't gotten enough information about these characters to really know what their age range is. I think like the only somewhat closest to age we've gotten was the fact that Bobby was assuming that Donald was older than Lily, and that's actually the truth. But more to the point, my thing is this. You had Barry going up to the room with Gale, and I believe there was a female agent there with them, and Gale made her leave the room. Now, what Barry should have done was get his butt out of there, because it seems to me that it was clear that she was drunk. Not to mention the fact that, yeah, you're the first daughter. Well, I mean, you're the daughter of the incoming president and first lady, but that's your father that she's literally disrespecting. So it's like, yeah, hey, I'm here. I help move and everything. And I mean, I would have came up with it. Well, then again, Gale is pretty cute. But then again, Barry has a child with a nutty cult member who was an addict. And then you have a current love interest who's at home with your mother and daughter. So I think, Barry shouldn't have put himself in that position. Like, I get it. It's one of those situations where, I mean, when you have a person who's in the White House telling you what to do, you probably don't want to question it. But if I'm not mistaken, I've watched the episode like 5 times, so it's a shame if I forget anything. But I think that before she pulled up her skirt or something, and she's like, how much do you want? What would you do for your father to keep his job? So she was literally putting him in a power move where it's like, oh, if you don't do what I want, then your father is going to lose his job. So it's like, what? So if she would have said that, kind of like downstairs or whatever, then it would have been different. But yeah, Barry should have definitely got out there. The fact that she clearly wasn't in a right state of mind. And I saw some people calling her out. I was like, how does she call herself having a boyfriend messing around with Barry? Well, for one, she definitely seems like a female tramp. Isn't a tramp only female? Well, no. Lady and the Tramp is a Disney movie, and tramp was referring to the male. So yeah, they could be both. Yeah, but basically she was drunk, so I doubt her inhibitions were fully intact. Not to say that she has many of them to begin with, but yeah, Barry definitely, I mean, if the signs were clear that someone is drunk, I don't think I would want to be in a room alone with them, especially in the midst of the Me Too times up climbing that we live in today. And on top of that, this is the daughter of the flipping president and first lady. Definitely don't want to be in a awkward situation with her. So all I'm saying is Barry definitely shouldn't have went upstairs. Like, I mean, yeah, she was chewing everyone out at the in the foyer, like the front door of the White House or whatever. But at the same time, the it was pretty much lined up to be a bad scenario. Like, I gotta go back and rewatch the scene. Maybe I should have done that before doing this video, but I don't know. Maybe if Richard could have spoke up on it, is like, no, 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 no. Yeah, that's my son, but I'm the one that has clearance and the obligation to make sure you get to your room okay. So I'm going to escort you to the room. If not, we can stay right here. You know, that would have been one thing. But I don't know if, you know, Richard was like, fine, go on, son. So I need to go back and rewatch that. But in any case, looking at the preview that played at the beginning of this video, you know, Richard is vouching for his son and Donald isn't taking any. I mean, it makes sense. He's the chief of staff and I get it. Like, the parents know their children more than anyone else, but there is a certain protocol to follow. So, yeah, it looks like Barry gets out of this okay, given the fact that, you know, Richard and his son are, it looks like they're, you know, outside, walking outside. They have their coats on and everything. And he's just warning his son, like, you know, these are powerful people. And if I'm not mistaken, the only scene we don't get at the White House in this trailer is at the very end, where Victoria's like, I'm the kind of bitch that will call someone to come after you. So then we flip to Nancy and the cult members, and that's it. I mean, most of this entire preview was about Gail, the fact that Victoria doesn't trust the allegations, thinks they're automatically fake. And to be honest, you know, if I were Barry, I would comply. Like, fine, you know what? If you don't believe me, you know, here's my DNA in this. I think the only DNA that might be on her from him is when she's like, you know, putting hands on her and putting hands on him and everything. But yeah, that is a bad scenario to be in. I would have been knocking on the door like, mama, hey, help, hey, do you hear me? Get me out of here. So we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, the fact that she gets up and then says like, oh, he assaulted me, he did this and that, and I'm like, what? It is what it is. So with that being said, the next episode title, I do not know. I have not looked it up. Like I said, I was not planning to do a next episode trailer breakdown, but since the trailer is heavily focused on this, that's what we're going to talk about. And yeah, I'm aware at the end of the last episode, you have like Bobby and Lily, but I've already done an entire video on Lily, so you can watch that if you want. Seriously, do it if you haven't, because it's pretty dang good. And yeah, you got Nancy and the cult, and that's about it. Pretty much everything's on allegation. So let me know your thoughts. Gail, you little deceitful tramp. Hopefully Barry will get off his current. I feel bad for Barry. I mean, first, you know, his dad's in a situation where he has to move all those boxes by himself despite having a bad back. Then, you know, he comes down to help his dad. But even before going there, his crazy cult baby mama is there. Then, without him knowing it, his mother goes behind his back and the restraining order to bring Ruth to come see the daughter, unknowing to her that, oh, hey, we have cult members who are going to take the child away. So by the time him and Richard get back to the house, which honestly, I don't see how those two can leave from the White House to his house before the whole cult situation's handled, due to the fact that, you know, they're literally pressed with these allegations. So that needs to be taken care of right away. So one could make the argument that Barry's daughter might not be there by the time he gets back. And who knows what condition his mother is going to be in from being, you know, jumped by those guys. So I really want to see what's going to happen. I really can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Barry, man. Hope things work out for you, man, because they ain't looking good right now. So let me know your thoughts on how these allegations will go. Literally, it feels like it's a real world. You know, so-and-so is trending because of, you know, reports of sexual allegation charges against him. The people are calling for a cancel of Barry, and it seems like his life is falling apart. Will these allegations stand up in court, you know, once the DNA and the investigation takes hold? Let's get your thoughts in the comment section below. Seriously, that's how the media is today. All right, guys, all seriousness, be sure you subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I said it like 3 times already, and I'll talk to you all soon.